Good afternoon, YouTube. Sebastian Fortune here. Welcome again back to my channel. I am today I'll be installing one of the mods that I purchased for my Can-Am not too long ago. This one is going to be the RT. Well, my RT is a 2020, so the Rear Run Brake Turn Signal LED TricLED mod is what I'm going to be installing today. The actual kit comes with two connectors that will attach the TricLED system to the rear braking harness, one for each side. It also comes with the component that patches into the actual connector and then goes to the LED strips, and of course the two LED strips themselves. In addition to that, we have a few alcohol pads to clean up the area where the LED strips will be attached, and also the primer, which also gets the area prepared before we actually attach the LED strips to the back of the Can-Am. Now, it's a very big, well, relatively big job. One of the first things I will have to do is get my wet weather gear out of the trunk. But anyway, one of the first things I would have to do is remove the trunk from my RT Limited. After removing the trunk, I will have to remove the passenger armrest. This was something that the dealer added for me on. I requested that when I purchased my Can-Am RT a little less than a year ago. So I'll have to remove that. Then I'll have to remove the rear passenger seat. Obviously, the rear passenger seat I'll have to remove before the actual armrest itself. Then once I do that, then I'll be able to remove all of the bits and pieces that will expose the braking harness, so that I could attach the connector for the LED strips. So I'm going to go ahead and start the process of removing first the RT Limited trunk and all of the other pieces that is required for me to get to the actual braking wires, so that I could attach the LED strip. So give me one moment to get some preparation work done to move forward with installing this TricLED brake mod. Okay, to remove the trunk, you have to twist this piece anti-clockwise, and if you notice, the indicator shows red, so that means it's ready to be removed. The next thing is to reach under here, push this button, which pops the trunk up, push it a little further, which popped the trunk even further up, and now I could just pull the trunk out to me. Make sure you don't pull it too hard, because there's a connector that is attached to the trunk for your brake light, so you want to make sure you remove that connector. So let me do that. So notice I have lifted the trunk high enough to reveal the connector. You just simply reach in there, disconnect the connector from the harness, and then you're free to pull the trunk completely off the RT Limited. As you can see, now the trunk is completely removed from my RT Limited, and this is what remains. The next step is to remove the back passenger seat, so I could gain access to the screws that I can undo, so I could remove the armrest. It's quite simple to remove the back seat. I will go ahead and do that right now. So on both sides of the seat, you just pop it off, and then the seat also has a connector, so you just simply reach in and remove remove the connector, and now the back seat is completely off, and you could move it over to the sides, which is what I just did. And now, as you can see, there are some bolts here that needs to be removed in order to get the passenger armrest removed. So I'm going to go ahead and get those bolts removed. So to remove the passenger armrest, it was quite simple. I removed this big bolt that was used to attach the passenger armrest to the frame, the chassis, for lack of a better term. And once that bolt is removed, you just simply lift up and pull out this part of the passenger armrest attached to this little circular area here in the Can-Am. So it's easy, just one screw. Yeah, just one screw. And then on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and remove the same screw and remove also the left side passenger armrest. Okay, so I removed the other bolt from the left side passenger armrest, and I just removed the left side passenger armrest. I'm going to put it down here and the bolt down. So basically what I've done so far is remove the trunk from my Can-Am RT Limited. Remove both passenger armrests so I can gain access to the panels. Actually, so I can gain access to so I can gain access to the screws that needs to be removed in order for me to get to the rear braking harnesses, so I could attach the LED, the TricLED rear brake and turn signal system. So let me go ahead and continue with the installation. So the next thing I need to do is remove the screws from my saddlebags. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that now. Okay, so I have access now to the braking harness on both sides of the Can-Am. So again, just to recap up to this point, I had to remove my trunk, which is over here. Okay, after removing the trunk, I had to remove the back seat so that I can get access to the passenger armrest, which I had to remove as well. Once removing the passenger armrest, there was a series of screws that I needed to unbolt on the saddlebags, and one screw at the top of the Can-Am so that I could pull apart the plastic to gain access to the actual harness where I will attach the TricLED brake and turn signal light. So now here are the two harnesses. I will attach one to each side. So if you notice the connector, I will unplug the connector from the current harness, patch this into it, which will give this extension which connects to the LED strip, and that's how we're going to illuminate the LED strip. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've attached the rear run brake turn signal LED trick kit to the harness on both sides. Here are the LEDs, so just to make sure that they illuminate as they should. Right now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Can-Am, and then we can take a look and see if they do what they're supposed to do. So as you can see, they're illuminated right now, which is good. Alright, so we know the harnessing, the connection is correct on both ends. Let me put on the indicator light so we can see. Yep, that's the right side indicator. Let's try the left side one. Yep, the left side indicator is working just fine. So this is awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and conceal the wires, make it look nice and neat as it was before, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach the LED strip on both sides of the rear of my Can-Am, and then I'll put all the pieces back together. But before that, while I have the bike taken apart, I want to see where I can attach the smart brake module. So that's something I need to install as well, but I haven't figured out exactly where it will attach to the bike. So that's something I guess I need to do while I'm in the process of installing this TricLED LED kit. So let me go ahead and get this thing attached, and then I will get back on with you guys. So I just cleaned out the area where I will be attaching the LED strip with an alcohol pad that came with the kit. Then once it's dry, I will use the primer. This is the primer adhesive promoter, so it allows the LED strip to stick better to the vehicle. So it looks like the alcohol is dry. I'm going to go ahead and use the primer and then proceed with attaching the LED strips to both sides of this RT Limited. So the LED mod is installed nicely. I think it's looking pretty good. I just replaced, put the panels back on, and everything seemed to be in good shape at the moment. I will go ahead and just finish putting the Can-Am back together, put the trunk back on, put the back seat on. Well, actually, even before that, I need to put the passenger armrest back on, the back seat, and then the trunk, and that should do it as far as the LED modification is concerned. It looks good. I like that. Just a little bit more visibility, if you ask me. We all have our own preferences, and yeah, so it's looking pretty good. There we go. So now let me put it all back together, and then we will see what the next step is. Okay, so I got the Can-Am back together. So today I accomplished the installation of the LED mod. It looks quite good. I think I didn't find the wiring area for where I could install the smart brake module, so I'll have to circle back and install that. But this is pretty good for now. I also have I haven't received it yet. It's still in the mail. But the modification that will illuminate this reflector, so I will replace this reflector with an actual LED lighting system, and also this reflector back here will be replaced with an LED lighting system. In addition to that, I will also do the same with this back reflector here. This will also be a running light type system. All of this will be done within the next few months. I also have some carbon fiber bits that I will be using to highlight the black areas on my Can-Am. So this area here, the glove box, will be carbon fiber. So will this area here. up in here also will be carbon fiber. There. On the side here will be carbon fiber as well. I don't know if I will make the trunk lid also carbon fiber, but yeah, I have a few things coming that will help set this Can-Am apart from the rest. I might also do LED along the running board as well, for a little bit more illumination out there while I'm driving. But anyway, so today the installation of the LED TricLED brake and turn system is complete. It wasn't too bad of an installation at all. I had to remove the trunk. I had to remove my passenger seat armrest. Of course, I had to remove the passenger seat, and then I had to remove the side panels here so I can get to the wiring to connect the LED lighting system. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. That's the basic way the YouTube algorithm work. I guess the more people like the video, the more the video is shared, the more traffic comes to the channel, which makes the channel a little bit more popular. Anyway, yeah, I love my Can-Am. I like sharing my interaction with it in terms of riding it or making it better by adding modifications to it and sharing that with the community. And if it interests you, great. If not, then thanks for stopping by and taking a look anyway. Yeah, so signing off for now. I think tomorrow I will start installing the carbon fiber bits, and then I'll put that also on video to show what it looks like after the carbon fiber bits are installed. I'm really enjoying the Can-Am. The Commander, the pedal Commander really made a difference in terms of the throttle response. It doesn't make the Can-Am any faster, it's just give you more of whatever it already has available, give you more right there at your right wrist immediately. It just makes it feel more frisky, more I don't know, yeah, it just wakes it up. Anyway, Sebastian Fortune here, journey through this game. Like, share, subscribe if you will. Thank you, have a wonderful day.